Hi everybody, welcome to our bus. I'm Frank Iero, and I sing and play guitar in Frank Iero on the Celebration, and this is where we've lived for the past month. Come on in. Well, we're constantly watching something, or listening to something. Basically, there's like a satellite thing that sometimes works, usually not. The Xbox is completely broken. The PlayStation does work, and we really just use it for DVDs, which, let's see, we were watching some kind of monster last night, which is always a good watch. Departed is always on, Shining is always on, Full Metal Jacket kind of gives me the mots. I don't know if I like watching that very much. Rushmore's always on, and then just recently, a very nice young lady gave us Twilight Zone Season 1, and we've been watching that religiously. Last tour it was Seinfeld, and Seinfeld, you know, it's something about having the full series on at all times just makes you feel really good. Like, you can walk in at any moment and be like, oh, George is on. That's great. So, see, this is some of our artwork. I started to do this thing. I'm very lucky. Like, a lot of the people that come to see us play are very talented artists. And they show their inspiration through the things that I've done musically, through art that they create. And so, like, you know, I can only hold on to it for so long. I can only keep so much of it. So I decided, like, a cool way to maybe, like, prolong the life of the art would be to do these things called surprise collaborations. And so I just take, like, a few of them that I think are, like, just, I don't know, somehow just inspire me, like, on the spot. And those I take and then I add onto, and then we post them on Instagram and stuff like that, and then it becomes, like, you know, our project between the two of us. I think what I might do is maybe at the end of, you know, I don't know, this tour maybe, or maybe a month after this tour, maybe we'll do is, like, do an auction, like an eBay auction, and then see if, you know, like, we can donate that money to a good cause or something like that, depending on the artist. Maybe I'll contact the artist and see if what charity they want to donate to. But see, these are some of the things. This is by a wonderful artist from, I believe she's from Russia. Her name's Chrisman. Yeah, and she did that one too. She did the Sweet Pea. That's Notorious PEA. This bus is it's old, to say the least. So there's no storage whatsoever, but you can lift these up, and sometimes you find weird things underneath. Like, there's some Monster in there, but we don't drink Monster. I don't know who put the Monster in there. Some kind of monster. We have a little bit of bread left, some Fruit Loops. There's always cup of noodle. I don't really eat this, though. It makes me sick. I do, however, eat the Scooby snacks. I love these. And then, oh, this is my favorite over here is this one. Because it's just full of cereal. Count Chocula and all the good stuff. Frankenberry. Normally, outside of a cereal, marshmallows make me gag, but I like cereal marshmallows. This is our tea collection and all other stuff. Emergencies and throat coat is a must. I bring this with me at all times. It's my kettle, and it's the only reason I can have somewhat of a voice. This kind of gives us our schedule. When we can get into the venue, load in, and sound checks for us. Jared Hart, who's a singer-songwriter, who's on tour with us right now. Roger Harvey, they get a sound check too. That's him and his band. He has a full band out. And we're all living on this bus. We're all together on the same bus for the tour. And then stage times, basically, you know, doors open, and then tonight Jared goes on 45 minutes after doors. After that will be Roger, and then there's 25-minute changeover so we can strike drums and things like that. And then we go on 8:20. It's an early show tonight because it's I think it's a citywide curfew in Chicago for all age shows. See, hard all age curfew right here at 10 p.m. Unfortunately, and then our bus calls like 4, and that's when we putter out and we go to I think we're on our way to Michigan tomorrow. Yeah. And this will tell us all the you know, information, like what the front of house desk is, what the monitors are, if there's a production office, no runner, no shower, private bathrooms, 1, and we share it with the staff. That's okay. And that's the address and the number and all that stuff, so whatever you need. Usually the basket is just for like any kind of community candy that we have out. Right now we have these IBC root beer barrels, which are pretty darn good. These I don't like these. I think they give me agita. I don't know. Something about anise is like a little weird. I think. Let's see what else. We got some tissues, a flask. There's a candle here, and some marshmallows for hot cocoa. And Twizzlers always on hand. This is a mini me that we have hanging out. Sometimes he just hangs out with the Twizzlers. He guards them. And a koozie is always a good thing to have around. This is usually like breakfast table. Anytime anybody has food that you can't stand eating, you try to give it up to the other person. We're usually on an angle. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. Whenever we're parked on the bus, we tend to just always be like this. Again, the bus is not the newest state of the art bus, but it's a bus, and we're very thankful for it. Let's see. There's also like the ice box, and that's usually just the beer and soda, and you know, what do we have? All right. I bought this last night. I love this. Pretty excited about that. I also got this, which I'll probably have tonight for dinner. And then we have, this is really good, some horseradish mustard. And then there's cheeses and weird meats that seem to be kind of old. Some old takeout. I think that's barbecue, plain. Yep, some almond milk. A little bit of cranberry juice. And then, oh, this stuff's great, man. This ginger smooth stuff, I put this in my tea. And helps with the phlegm. That's about it for that. Keep this Velcro so it doesn't open on us. Let's see. This is our bathroom. And there's a shower in there, but no one will ever use that. Because it's a little bit weird. But we have a sink. And we have a toilet. And it's nice to pee whenever you want to. But I've learned long ago that don't think just because you have a sink that you can do like normal things that you would do with a sink, like don't brush your teeth, don't shave, because you will get a staph infection. It is bus water. It's kept in a weird tank under the bus. It's very gross. You can wash your hands, but after you wash your hands, you want to sanitize. So this is where we sleep. All right, 12 bunks, and we are a full bus. This is my bunk. It's not the cleanliest. I tend to, I put this up here, and then I push it in, and then I sleep like that. That's probably why they call me Mouse behind my back. But I have a fan, and I have a dream catcher, and I have some reading material, Entertainment Weekly with the new Star Wars thing. I was just reading Horns by Joe Hill. I have that in here. There it is. My phone charger. There's a heating pad back there too. Let's see what else we got. My camera. My duffel. Let's see. Records from a record store that I purchased. What's this little box? These are my box of treasures. Oh, the other night we played the Rose Music Hall in Columbia, Missouri. And we sold it out, and they gave us a trophy. That was kind of cool. Keep that. Got this honey that looks really good, but I don't want to crack it open until I get home. Little moleskin with some stickers on it. Jared Hart CD. Fantastic CD. Got a bottle opener. Oh, check this out. Somebody made me this. It's kind of awesome, right? She's a welder. This is important because sometimes you might go to a venue and they don't have any, so you want to always have it. Let's see. Oh, also, gaff tape. You can never not go wrong with having gaff tape with you. This is a mug from the Waffle Spot, which is a diner I went to in San Diego, and it was it's my favorite diner in the entire world. It was like a magical place. I can't believe it. I feel so lucky that I found it. Little treasures. Those are my treasures. And there's a capo in here too. Let's see, what else? Oh, the back lounge. You can see my t-shirt station. Last night in Missouri, we sold out of merch. And I have no t-shirts or hoodies or anything left. And which is great. It's a great problem to have, but it was also just Thanksgiving, so our supplier isn't open, so we can't get t-shirts until Cleveland, which is the last show. So I was like, alright, well, we went to Walmart last night and I got a bunch of t-shirts, and now I'm just making them in the back lounge. So I stayed up all night last night with fabric markers, and I made 2 different t-shirts. This is the Sweet Pea design. These are the youth sizes, by the way. And then there's a boozy design too, which is this ghost that I like to draw. And they'll be available tonight for as long as they're available, basically. And this is my station. So yeah, this is the other art piece. His name is Frank that made it, and then I added to it. It's just like paint, markers, and Sharpies. I like it. Spruce, it livens up the joint. This is a great one I got last night. That's Sweet Pea, that's my dog. That's who's on the other shirts. And those are boozies. So there you go. See? It became a thing. This is like the room that's not spoken of. This is where everybody kind of puts their sweaty clothes after a show. Like, those are my show underwear. So you come back here, you get dressed, and then you just leave immediately. No one wants to hang out back here. It's not the greatest smelling joint. But this is the place that I had the most room to set up stuff. So I've been hanging out back here all last night. I'm not happy about it. But yeah, so that's what this is. This is just a community junk room, basically. Throw all your junk back here that you don't have room for, either in your bunk or underneath, which is where the bays are, where the luggage kind of thing. And trailer's pretty much packed because we have so many people on the bus and so many bands. Like, it's just full with like merch and, well, not any merch right now, but merch and equipment and stuff. So this is the junk room. Well, thank you guys so much for invading the bus. I hope you had a good time. I hope I didn't embarrass myself too much with showing you all the things that we have here. If you want to check out more of our stuff, you can go to frank-iero.com. I'm also on Twitter, I guess, at Frank Iero, and Frank I Almost Die on the Grammys, on the Instagram. I think at this point we're going to be off for the holidays, but we're going to be in Australia for Soundwave, and then we're going to take some time off and write a record. So see you guys soon. Thank you very much.